Here, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, binary, all colours of the rainbow. LGBT. Oh.
Can you identify as a black person?
No,
Why?
because I'm not black.
I'm not a woman, but I can identify as a woman according to you.
If you transition, maybe.
What defines a transition?
If that's your goal, you know?
If you believe it.
Sure.
If you believe you're black, why aren't you black?
Well, that's just not, that's like genetics. That's like ancestry.
You're also born a man or a woman. It's the same thing. That's also genetics.
Okay, I'm over it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Here you see what happens when your belief system is built on BS. These people cannot hold a debate and flee if confronted with facts or arguments.
There are lunatics trying to make weights woke. You heard that correctly. Alyssa Royce, the owner of Rocket Community Fitness, a CrossFit gym in, you guessed it, Seattle, is now urging CrossFit box owners to stop designating barbells as men and women's bars. 45 pounds equals a men's bar and 35 pounds a woman's bar, but apparently she says this is silly because barbells don't have genders, they have weights.
Just lift the weights and become stronger. This discussion won't lead anywhere.
I have a lot of trans friends. If they were dead named, it would be shattering to them. I think it's very wrong.
A few moments later.
Well, why do names matter so much? It's not as deep as you think it is. It's just a title.
If they were dead named, it would be shattering to them. I think it's very wrong.
Well, why do names matter so much?
99% of trans people, and it says, at the end of the film, there's no long-term studies of transition regret, but from what we do have, 99% of trans people do not go on to regret their transition, right?
Do you know who that study was done by?
I don't remember, and
So his name is Dr. Jack Turbin, and he's actually funded by AbbVie. AbbVie is a pharmaceutical company that gives money or does create cross-sex hormones and puberty blockers. Jack Turbin is essentially paid by people who benefit from you being on cross-sex hormones. And so he's the one that's put that study out, and he's the one that's given you that statistic. So it's not to say that I'm not negating who you are or who you believe you are, but that's not a true statistic.
When I attended school, we had to learn how to work with primary and secondary sources. But today, people can easily be misled by not open-ended studies. These papers are out there communicating a false reality. Here, you have to be very careful.
I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I'm like 3.5 hours into my shift. There's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day. Only 5 people were put on the schedule, and somebody had to call out. And there are 4 people running the whole store, and there's so many customers, and there's possibly scheduled 5 people. We only have 13 people employed at this store, and there's so many customers. And then people are yelling at me because they don't have their orders ready, and they don't know what to do. I can't do it. And a customer was misgendering me today, really badly. I didn't have their order ready. And so they were just talking to each other, and they're like, she's clearly incompetent. I have a full mustache and beard. What the fuck?
Oh, grow up. Real men don't go around obstacles. They go through them. If a rock is in the way, you have to smash this rock into pieces and continue your way forward. A man does not start crying when things become difficult. You have to figure out how to handle difficulties of life.
Day 58 of being a girl, and I just froze my sperm.
Is that something y'all do, ladies? Huh? Freeze your sperm? Just asking.
I'm currently taking estrogen and a testosterone blocker, and I plan to be on them for a long time, and one of the side effects can be infertility.
Oh, so you are admitting that taking these life-altering drugs do indeed cause sterility, which is why you, a woman, froze your sperm.
I just got my sperm count results back from the lab, and my sperm count was just above the viable amount, so I kind of did it at the perfect time, and I'm really, really happy that I did.
I'm just curious, ladies. When was the last time you had your sperm count checked?
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
When men become women and women become men, this will mark the end of our society and the end of humanity. It's a movement we all have to stand up against together.
My entire concern is that you're making decisions for children.
Yeah.
And that this is a completely new thing with no historical precedent. We've never done this before. There's not like a history of hundreds of years of hormone blockers being used on young children and whether or not that is healthy and promotes a positive life. I feel like if a child thinks they're a girl, let them live as a girl. But you don't have to hormonally engage with their body with chemicals. It just seems crazy. It seems ill-advised. It seems like this movement of acceptance and progressive thinking in many ways is a fantastic thing. It's a fantastic movement. But this seems to me to be a leap, and that you're making this leap to confirm your ideology and to confirm that, you know, you're 100% cool with trans people and you're 100% cool and you're going to recognize this child as trans, but you're doing something, you're doing something to this child's body that you can't turn around. And if this child decides at whatever age we decide that you can make rational decisions to transition as trans, let them fully develop first. Let them be a person. Let them make these decisions.
100% true. Keep on pushing this message, Joe. This is all for today. Keep your positive mind and see you in the next video.